Alan, it's real simple with Greece. There's restructuring, as Jeff Sachs says, debt forgiveness, just outright forgiveness, and of course this idea of a Greek depreciation. Mohammed El-Arian says we're going to see that. Do you suggest we will see a Greek drachma and a massive depreciation?
Well, who knows? I mean, the election seems much too close to call. I think the best case scenario would be a new government, a yes vote in the new government that is more cooperative. And then I think Greece can start addressing its problems. So far, I think the current government has just made their problems much worse.
How much do they need what the current government wants, debt relief, and how much of it is reform of the way the Greek economy works?
They need both. They don't need debt relief immediately. And the debt relief will probably come in the form of extending the duration of the securities that they owe and inflating it away over a very long time. I think that's one scenario. They've had a gigantic internal devaluation. You know, wages have gone way down. It has not greatly increased their competitiveness. Their export prices have not.
And you see that in the suffering. I mean, Vonnie, the video that we're seeing is a real deterioration in what I'm going to call the mood of the Greek people just in the last 48 hours.
Exactly, and Varoufakis saying he's going to resign. It's hardly news. I mean, he would have to resign if the people vote against what he is suggesting. So this current sort of government situation, they're not being very... they're not meeting creditors halfway, obviously, but that's their mandate because austerity has been too difficult, Alan. So how do you circle that square?
I think they need to live up to the terms that the previous government had agreed to, and I think they've really followed a reckless path. We've seen improvement after a period of time in Spain and in Portugal and in Italy. I think Greece could follow the same path if it stays in the Eurozone. It's obviously going to be a very difficult path, but the path that they've chosen with the capital controls, which I think it's going to be a very long time before they're able to lift them.
It wasn't exactly their choice, though, was it? They had to impose capital controls.
Well, it was their choice to hold this referendum. And I think we may look back at this and say this was like the women's soccer game last night. This wasn't an own goal. You know, they chose to call the referendum at this time, and that's what led to the current crisis.